If you're in the market for a new TV, there are hundreds of choices available. For many, though, it boils down to two categories: plasma or LCD. And here to point out the pluses and minuses of both, our consumer reporter, Pat Foran. Boy, a lot of people wonder about making the right decision here.
Absolutely. Well, there's so many TVs to choose from, and you have all this great content and programs. We have our Happy Feet Penguins here, and there are just so many things to see, sports, and everybody wants the best television they can get. But it's one of the most common questions we get: should I go LCD or plasma? And there is a difference, Seamus.
If you haven't upgraded to a flat panel television set, you would probably gladly take either an LCD or a plasma TV. In the same room, they can be difficult to tell apart.
These TVs look similar, but actually one's LCD and one's plasma?
Yes. The one on the top here is LCD, the one on the bottom is plasma. It's certainly a little difficult to tell the difference right away.
Suave Kajko with Canadian HiFi magazine says when choosing between the two technologies, it really depends on two things: where do you plan to put the TV, and what do you plan to watch on it? An LCD TV is best for a bright room. A plasma TV is better in a dark one.
If it is a bright room, LCD TVs are probably a good choice. If it is a darker room, or if you watch mostly in the evenings, then I would recommend plasma.
Plasma tends to give you slightly better in the dark scene.
Mike Pham at Cromer Radio in Toronto says LCD sets are best if you play video games on the TV or want to hook it up to a computer. LCDs are less likely to suffer from burn-in. That can happen when a static image is on the screen for too long. Plasmas are best for movies and sports.
If you're watching a lot of fast motions like race cars or hockey, things like that, plasma definitely be better for you.
While LCD and plasma TVs are priced about the same in smaller sizes, if you want the largest flat panels on the market, you will have to go plasma. You'll also see huge price differences. Usually the cheaper the TV, the grainier the picture.
You get what you pay for.
One other benefit to flat panel TVs: unlike projection sets, there are no bulbs to replace, ever. And both technologies are rated to last 60,000 hours. That's about 15 years of average television viewing.
Technically, what's the difference between the two?
Well, when you think of LCD, it's liquid crystal display, so it's the same as the calculators we had in school, or even the LCD panels you have now for your computer. It's the same thing. Now, with a plasma, like this one here, the Sony here, they're actually tiny gas plasma cells being kind of fired around inside the plasma screen, and that's what's giving you this, this beautiful, vibrant color.
So I guess depending on where you have the TV and your viewing habits, there are pros and cons to each.
Absolutely, Seamus. We have a board here, and it'll tell you, and this is really important if you're going to buy a TV set. So if you want to get a plasma, it's really best for dark rooms. If you have fast motion, again, if you're watching the playoffs, sports and movies, and larger sizes, because LCDs only go so large. So after 50 inches, you really have to move up to a plasma. LCD is really best if you have a bright room. So say you have your TV upstairs in the living room, you have a lot of windows, or maybe you have a video game system that you want to hook up to it, or a computer, because LCDs don't have that burn-in problem that some plasma screens do have. So if the kids have a video game on and they go to get a snack and they leave it on for half an hour, you won't have burn-in.
Yeah, I have a bright room where I have mine, and I was told that, so that's why I got LCD.
Oh,
but even since I bought mine, I mean, prices have just gone down, and they continue to go down, which aggravates a lot of people. What's the word? Will they continue to decrease? Is now a good time to buy?
Well, salespeople always tell you that now is the best time to buy anything, of course. But really, it is a good time. At least prices have fallen. If you remember, something like this would be $10,000, then $8,000, then $5,000. Now they've dropped down to $2,000 or $3,000. Prices may come down a little bit more, but they won't plummet as we've seen in the past.
And for lifespan, how long again for either of these?
Well, I think Neil Young said it's better to burn out than to fade away. These things won't burn out, but they will fade over time. So instead of 60,000 hours, at about 30,000 hours, they're going to go at a half-life, then they just start to fade. So you'll never be watching, it'll just go pop, and you won't have a picture, but it will dim.
Okay, very good. Next week, Pat will be quoting John Bon Jovi.
Every week.
Every week,
Every
week a new artist. Thanks, Pat. Still to come, his designs have attracted a celebrity following that include Madonna.